According to research by scientists, fat is divided into two main types, alpha and beta. Alpha cells will respond well to changes in the body and accelerate the fat loss process, while beta cells seem to have more difficulty in metabolizing and burning. For those who want to improve their physique, they always have a headache dealing with stubborn fat areas such as thigh fat, bicep fat, shoulder fat, and especially belly fat, because these areas have many beta cells that cause obesity. It becomes more difficult for us to lose weight. Meanwhile, it is easier for us to lose fat in the face, chest, and arms, because these organs have many alpha fat cells. However, no matter how difficult the type of fat is to lose, in today's video, I will show you 3 strategies to burn stubborn fat faster, especially belly fat. Please press the like and subscribe button to receive notifications from interesting videos of fitness 24H. In fact, we cannot select fat in a certain area during the fat loss process and only reduce it. For example, you can't do an exercise that only burns fat in each abdominal area. When performing exercises, not only your abdominal fat is reduced, but also the fat in your arms, fingers, legs, toes, neck, or face. We can only focus and exert more influence on the abdominal area to accelerate the burning process. Therefore, when learning about exercises to reduce belly fat, you can research exercises that burn the whole body. Let's start fighting these stubborn fat cells together with the first strategy. 1. Maintain a calorie deficit in the body. In every human body, there is a gas tank containing gases including nitrogen and oxygen in the air. We breathe every day. Gases released after the digestion of food such as hydrogen, carbon dioxide, methane, and especially hydrogen sulfide gas and ammonia gas mixed together. When these gases accumulate too much, they can lead to conditions such as abdominal pain, chest tightness, indigestion, or chronic poisoning. Therefore, the body reacts by creating signals so that people can defecate at the right time. This gas is most commonly created when people absorb substances such as fructose, lactose, sorbitol. First, fructose is a type of sugar found in foods such as corn, potatoes, and wheat. Second, lactose is a type of sugar found in milk, ice cream, cereals, and bread. Third, sorbitol is a very indigestible artificial sugar found in candy, carbonated soft drinks, and energy drinks. So we can see that, when the body releases too much gas, it is a signal that you are having a diet high in starch and sugar and are not healthy. They are not absorbed and digested properly, so in some cases, gas retention occurs in the abdomen. Instead of saying, keep these gases at a minimum, I would say keep your glycogen levels at a minimum. Glycogen is a multi-branched polysaccharide macromolecule of glucose that serves as an energy storage substance in the body. When your body is full of glycogen, your body only uses glycogen for activities without using stored fat cells in the body. And there is an additional disadvantage to the weight loss process. Our bodies always prioritize using glucose for energy, whether for daily activities or energy for exercise. There is only one way for us to use fat cells, which is to deplete glycogen and always keep them at the lowest level so that we can start the fat loss process. There is a simpler way than using energy from glycogen, which is to not load too much glycogen into the body. Glycogen comes not only from starch, but also from protein, so we do not necessarily have to follow a low-carb diet because this is not the only way to metabolize glycogen. However, a low-carbohydrate diet will be the fastest way to deplete your body's gas tank. And as I said above, this is not the only way to deplete glycogen. You can still get carbs into your body if you don't follow a low-carb diet. Create a menu suitable for your weight loss process and incorporate heavy-weight exercises into your training process. Exercise is the best way to burn glucose. One of the exercises I always prioritize is anaerobic training. Anaerobic exercise is a form of high-intensity physical activity. Examples of anaerobic exercises are weightlifting exercises using sufficiently heavy weights. Unlike exercises with oxygen, anaerobic exercise will require the muscles to contract more strongly, so the energy demand for these exercises is greater than the need for oxygen. The body will use glycogen stored in muscles as its main fuel. Maintain weight training throughout your weight loss process at least 3 days a week. If possible, practice regularly and increase your training time to 5 days to burn fat. Being stubborn will happen faster. 2. Fast. The second method we will talk about in today's video is fasting. This is a way to reduce glucose levels and deplete them in the body. However, we have another reason why fasting is a good way to lose weight. Insulin is a peptide hormone produced by beta cells. As mentioned, beta cells are a type of fat cell. Insulin is where fat is stored in your body, so if the insulin hormone is high, you will not be able to progress to fat loss. On the other hand, if your insulin levels are low, your body will produce glucagon to get energy from fat cells. Insulin and glucagon work in opposition to each other to maintain blood sugar balance in the body. And once the body produces a lot of insulin, glucagon will be inhibited. Insulin will work strongly and stimulate cells throughout the body to use glucose in the cells for energy. For those who intend to lose weight, always keep insulin low so that the body can use energy from fat more quickly. Fasting is a way to help keep insulin at a minimum level, and even when you fast, maintaining a calorie deficit becomes easier. With this method, people can also reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes, liver inflammation, or fatty diseases. However, don't fast in a negative way that makes your body weak. Currently, there are many methods of intermittent fasting. Learn carefully and choose the appropriate method with you before trying to implement this method. Intermittent fasting is a method in which individuals do not eat or alternate eating for different periods of time. To choose the appropriate method, we need to rely on our health, gender, age, and living habits. We can mention many intermittent fasting methods such as 16, 8, 5, 2, fasting between days, eating less, fasting for 3 meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I will give an example of the 16, 8 fasting method, which means you will fast for 16 hours and eat for the remaining 8 hours. If your day starts at 7 a.m., eat a meal at 8 a.m. and eat another meal at 4 p.m. From 4 p.m. onwards, you will not eat any more meals until 8 a.m. the next morning. If your fasting time is later, eat your first meal first and eat your second meal during the last hour of this fasting method. According to several studies, this fasting method absorbs 350 fewer calories per day than a normal diet. This is a non-negative method of fasting and weight loss, and also helps reduce blood pressure effectively, which is 8 hours from the first meal. Besides, fasting also helps reduce cytokines that cause inflammatory diseases in the body. During the COVID-19 epidemic, many patients experienced cytokine storm. This is a condition in which the body's resistance grows. The virus that causes COVID disease is gradually inhibited and completely eliminated from the body. At this stage, doctors always need to closely monitor the patient's menu to avoid an increasingly large cytokine storm. According to studies, light fasting also helps reduce asthma, alleviate symptoms, and improve lung function. 3. Increase muscle mass in the body. The last strategy I want to give you to fight stubborn fat is to increase muscle mass in your body. So how does muscle help us burn fat? I will reveal it to you right here. Glycogen is created and stored primarily in liver cells and muscle tissue in your body. We know that we cannot change the amount of glycogen in liver cells, but we can change the amount of glycogen in muscle tissue by building more muscle in the body. From there, muscles always need to use a lot of glucose to have energy for daily activities and for the process of forming muscle tissue. When a person does not have the habit of lifting weights or even exercising, they will never be able to deplete the gas tank in their body. Only when exercising with weights, glucose content will be concentrated and used in muscle tissue. From there, you can burn stubborn fat as long as your diet does not contain too much glucose. When the amount of glucose in the gas tank is overloaded, it will overflow and continue to be released. Your body will continue to use glucose for energy without touching a single fat cell. So make sure you have the right amount of glucose in your body and combine weight training to speed up the muscle gain process. Weight training not only helps you lose fat, but also makes your body stronger and shaped much faster. Besides, when the amount of muscle in the body increases, that is when you can practice many types of advanced weight training exercises, which are a new step to help you speed up the weight loss process. According to a Times of India article, Muscles have more blood vessels than body fat, which means they provide a better blood supply to the body. So when your body is built with a lot of muscle, you can even burn significantly more calories in your body at rest than if your body is high in fat. If you have both the goal of losing fat and gaining muscle, combine cardio and resistance exercises effectively. During the process of gaining muscle, I hope you will have a separate menu for yourself with adequate nutrition, especially protein. For resistance exercises, you can review the video Top 10 Super Effective High-Ad Exercises for Burning Belly Fat Quickly on Fitness 24H to refer to interesting exercises. And those are the 3 strategies to help burn stubborn belly fat faster. I hope what I share in today's video will really help you in the process of burning belly fat. You can combine all 3 methods above to speed up the process of improving your physique. Hope you will achieve your fat loss goals and have your own dream body. Please press the like and subscribe button to receive notifications of interesting videos from Fitness 24H.